Bill O'Reilly here, Thursday, May 13th, 2021. You are listening to the O'Reilly Update. Here's what's happening across our nation. Inflation rises at the fastest pace in 13 years. Andrew Yang wants to decriminalize sex crimes and heroin possession in New York City. That'll be great, huh? Governor Newsom releases a new plan to house the homeless. Minneapolis to pay millions to police officers who quit the force during the George Floyd riots. A new study shows most Americans starting their summer early. Also ahead, the truth about money in America. But first, inflation accelerating at the fastest rate since 2008. The Consumer Price Index rose more than 4% last month, increasing prices on everything from groceries to gasoline. The cost for a gallon is up 50% compared to the same period last year, could hit $4 a gallon by the end of the summer. All of this because of the massive spending and anti-energy policies of President Biden. New York City mayoral candidate Andrew Yang telling reporters he will stop charging people with sex crimes and possession of narcotics if he's elected mayor. Said Mr. Yang, quote, "The first thing we need to do is decriminalize things that aren't really hurting people. At least 70,000 Americans died from drug overdoses last year that might come under the banner of hurting people." Right, Mr. Yang? California Governor Newsom unveiling his plan to fight the state's out-of-control homeless problem. The package would allocate $12 billion to build shelters, unused apartments, and rent hotel rooms. All in, the bill totals more than $74,000 for each homeless person. Minneapolis City Council approving a plan that would pay $35 million in workers' comp to cops who left the department after George Floyd's killing. 200 police officers and firefighters have departed, claiming they suffered physical injuries or post-traumatic stress in the aftermath of the riots. New survey from one poll says 59% of Americans plan on starting their summer early to make up for the disaster of last summer. Biggest goal, 70% say they plan to reconnect with friends and family as COVID recedes. But be very careful this summer. Very careful. In a moment, money and Americans. Right back with that. My trusted technology research executive, Jeff Brown, has a must-see video out right now called The Great Reset. This reset has been in the works since 2015. Now the circumstances are just right, and it appears to be coming to fruition. So please pay attention, because in Jeff's briefing, he will show us exactly what's going on, the proof, and how we can best prepare. He'll also give us the name of an investment he believes we must own if we hope to have any chance at preserving our hard-earned cash. In fact, if you buy it soon, he's convinced you could be one of the select few Americans who could see their nest egg double just from this one single asset. We may be about to witness the greatest financial shift in the history of America with the Great Reset. So, prepare now. Go to jeffbrowntech.com. That's jeffbrowntech.com. Time now for the O'Reilly Update message of the day: income inequality. That phrase is being used to attack the free market system in place in America since 1776. So let's look at this from a money point of view. There are about 340 million Americans, according to the IRS. 19 million of us, that's 6% of the entire population, are millionaires. Some of them worked hard for the money, like Donna Summer once sang, but some of them inherited it. But only 6% are millionaires. There are just 620 billionaires in the USA. That's it. So somebody tell Bernie Sanders. There are 120 million households in this country, according to the census. Households earning less than $50,000 a year, 50 million, the most of any bracket. Households earning between 50 and 100,000, 35 million. Do the math. That's 85 million households out of 120 below $100,000. The next category is 100,000 to 500,000. That's 10 million people who are very well off. So add up the millionaires, the billionaires, and those who are well off, and you've got 18 million households out of 120 million, okay, that are wealthy. Just keep that in mind. Now, that's not an outlandish figure for a capitalistic system, but the income inequality propaganda is at full tilt. And many Americans, perhaps most, think that the wealthy are bad because that's what the socialists want you to think. Now, how do you make money in America? Well, the key is education. 1/3 of Americans have a 4-year college degree, and the average starting salary for them is $50,000 right out of college. 10% have a 2-year degree. They start at $45,000. 13% have a master's degree or higher, PhD. They earn $80,000 first job. High school grads start out making just $30,000 a year. So you got to get educated. Now, 32% of white Americans attend, not necessarily graduate, but attend a 4-year university compared to 20% of black Americans, 15% for Hispanics, and a whopping 50% for Asians. Women make up 52% of all college students, and that number goes up to 55% for postgrad. So the truth is, according to the facts, that allowing the government to give you stuff is easy and saps initiative. Working hard is hard. Sometimes it pays off, sometimes it doesn't. But no matter what, it's better to work hard than to live on handouts. So let's challenge this income inequality thing. Get educated, develop a needed skill, work your buns off. Take that, socialism. I'm Bill O'Reilly. I approve the message by writing it. For more honest news analysis, please visit BillO'Reilly.com. And thank you all very much. My new book, Killing the Mob, #1 in the USA. In a moment, something you might not know. As you know, Joe Biden has won the election, and with economic uncertainty looming, I am now more than ever recommending you diversify with gold and silver. The only company I recommend is American Hartford Gold. I trust them. I personally have done business with them. They sell physical gold and silver delivered right to your door or put inside your IRA, and they make it easy. Please call them now. Tell them Bill O'Reilly sent you, and they'll give you up to $1,500 of free silver on your first order. Since I've been recommending American Hartford Gold, gold itself up over 40%, silver up 60%. So don't wait. Call them now, 877-444-GOLD, 877-444-GOLD, GOLD, or text GOLD to 65532. Again, that's 877-444-GOLD or text GOLD to 65532. Now the O'Reilly Update brings you something you might not know. 40 years ago today, an escaped Turkish killer fired a series of gunshots in St. Peter's Square, the heart of Vatican City. 4 bullets struck the intended target, Pope John Paul II. Here's the story. John Paul was the spiritual leader of almost 600 million Roman Catholics around the world. He was elected Bishop of Rome in 1978. He was the first Polish pope and the first non-Italian pope in 456 years. John Paul was an international hero, fighting Russian communism while holding peace negotiations with Jewish and Muslim leaders in the Middle East. A 23-year-old man from Istanbul named Mehmet Ali Acha, had recently escaped police custody there for the murder of a left-wing journalist. He told friends he considered Pope John Paul, quote, the masked leader of the last crusades. On May 13th, 1981, Pope John Paul entered St. Peter's Square, surrounded by thousands of faithful Catholics. Suddenly, the Turk fired 4 shots into the Pope with a 9mm pistol. The Pope was struck in the abdomen, suffering critical injuries. Many thought he would die. A group of nuns actually detained the gunman and found a note in his pocket stating, quote, I am killing the Pope as a protest against the imperialism of the Soviet Union and the United States and against the genocide that is being carried out in El Salvador and Afghanistan. But Pope John Paul miraculously survived. And here's something else you might not know. The assailant was sentenced to life imprisonment for the shooting, but was pardoned by the Italian president in June 2000 at the Pope's request. John Paul II and his would-be assassin met multiple times following the shooting and actually became friends. The shooter sent a letter to the Pope shortly before his death in 2005, wishing Pope John Paul good health and a long life. Back after this. Are you looking for your next investment? Bill O'Reilly here. There are 7 reasons to look at the NRIA Real Estate Development Fund. Monthly cash flow payouts of 10% annualized. Bonuses to 21% targeted. They strategically locate in lower risk, high demand areas people want to move to. New construction is short on supply. Real estate affords diversification and safety from stock market risk. Their short and long-term strategy provides for steady returns right now. NRIA is an industry leader with a 15-year proven track record. So, if you've been sitting on the sidelines or want to diversify, start your due diligence at nria.net. Or you can call 800-800-1414. That's easy. 800-800-1414.
An offer of securities is only made by the NRIA Private Placement Memorandum. Read it first. Past performance does not guarantee future results. NRIA is a real estate development firm. Learn more at nria.net.
Thank you for listening to the O'Reilly Update. I am Bill O'Reilly. No spin, just facts, and always looking out for you.